The Beef and Barnzy Show, brought to you by Bowlersmart.com, trusted by bowlers around the world since 2004. By Lightning Strikes Bowl, home of Bowlers Mart Pro Shop. By Platinum Ford, drive the difference. By Fire Lake Bowling Center, 24 state-of-the-art lanes. By True Grit Coatings, drive on our passion. By Road to Grit, king of them all. By 900 Global, striking worldwide.
Good morning and welcome to the Beef and Barnzy Show, World Championship Arsenal Edition, where we're going to get to talk about some bowling balls and answer all the questions in the chat about it. In honor of Stephen Curry dropping 50 again yesterday, wearing my Golden State colors and my Beef and Barnzy gear. And as usual, I am joined by the world-renowned and linguistic stylings of Stuart Williams. How are you this morning?
I'm pretty good, yeah. My wife beat me in league last night. So before we clob it into dig into your arsenal and what you're doing and what you're thinking about taking, I had the new ball delivery, and being as most people have only got to see pictures online.
Yeah.
This is the new Idol. It is as orange as that looks. Look how bright that is. It's made the background disappear.
There it is. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, right there.
Bright orange. It is Piranha orange. Eruption Pro orange.
Got the dark pin.
It will look a lot more than either one of those two.
Yeah.
For all you elder statesmen that are Tony Stewart fans, that's your new choice. So
then on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we've got the Rubicon UC3.
Yeah, that's a good looking ball.
Slate gray.
Yep.
Orange logos.
I don't know how it rolls, but yeah.
And then we've got the one ball out of all four of these that I have absolutely no idea or expectation of what it's going to do, which is the Wolverine.
I got holes in that one. I've thrown it last night a little bit.
So, yeah, we've got a Wolverine. And then perhaps the one that might make me the most money, the Altered Reality. Sort of a pinky orange, I guess.
Yeah, it's pink. At least mine looks very like a bright pink, like that Pink Fury Badger that was out.
Yeah. So it's like a pink, a gray, a dark gray, and a light gray. So.
Yeah. Got a little black and gray in it. And that one's that's a reality core. It's big. I think it's got a chance of making this conversation we have coming up.
Yeah. So that was just, I thought people might want to have a look at those, see what they look like. Can you please send me that one, please? Let me respond to your please with no. Real quick, are you playing on the same pattern that they're using?
Yeah, we are on the same pattern.
Okay.
I bowled on at the ITRC. Of course, the ITRC is a slicker surface than that one is, which has been around since early 2000.
Mm-hmm.
But they were pretty user friendly, and that the scores so far have borne that out.
The carry is absolutely insane. The carry makes the Florida Training Center, when they first built it and you had the springboard, look like it's terrible. Like the 5-man team 4,000 set that they were trying to get to, I think could be got soft in that place if they put down the true house shot, because the carry is the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Well, now I think we should probably get on with what we came here for, or at least advertised. So As far as Arsenal, one of the things that happens at the World Championships is the a 6 ball limit, and so you kind of have to cover the bases. And as you mentioned, it's a 40. I think it's 44 feet. It's a little more user friendly than most of the PVA patterns. Not by a lot, but it's pretty blended. Jesper and Jacob have crushed them. The guy from Saudi had bookend 300s in the first round, also throwing urethane from 12 and from 17. So he catches more than puts more than a fingernail in it. And but the scores have been pretty high across the board. It appears that guys who roll a little bit more, like Andrew Anderson, are not having as much fun as guys who have more axis rotation and can push it through there. AJ Johnson's actually been the high guy on the right between him and Chris Prather and Andrew. So, yeah. So realities and really big balls have not been fantastic. They've changed surfaces on a couple of the big ones because much like what I do, they bring balls. Make sure you have one that hooks enough. Make sure you have one that gets long enough, and then fill in the gaps in between. And but the bigger ones have not been so great. So this altered reality that Stu showed you earlier might actually be in play right off the bat here. Instead of taking the reality and shining it up, I may take the altered reality and have the option of breaking the surface if we actually blow on enough oil to add that in there. Tentatively, my lineup is an Axiom as that heavy control ball. One of the two realities as a kind of heavy, more angular ball. The Zen Master as a kind of benchmark type medium control. The Idle Synergy as a medium angular. Possibly a Zen in there. We'll go back and forth a little bit there. Hustle Wine as dry angular, and a Hyped Pearl as my dry control / spare ball.
Okay, so you're going on the sort of weaker side then.
Yeah, it still covers all four, but I would just tier that top one in with maybe, like I say, if you do an altered reality, it's still going to be a big ball, but and there's some other plays that could be in there. Like say an X2 could fit in as that medium angular ball. If it looks like you really need clean covers, but you need more core, that would be an option. I tend to obviously stray a lot more towards symmetrical balls, but that ball actually makes a lot of sense in that spot as well, giving me an option there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Larry says,
Yeah.
The board is funny. I shot 300. Yes, I still count them. No, I don't have enough. Yeah, I mean, no matter what you pick, you're going to go, man, I wish I brought that one.
Yeah, it's possible. And some of those balls are just core balls that I just have all the time. They may not be the perfect one, but they're one that gives you a pretty good chance. And the way this format sets up, perfect's not really all that necessary.
No.
You get a lot of games. They take a lot of people to the finals, and then you're going to have to throw some. They're basically 1-game matches somewhere, or in the round robin, you're going to have to bowl pretty good through that spot. So, yeah, and it's possible that Helios comes in instead of the Axiom as that top ball.
One quick, have you got the okay that balls?
I have not, so that could change all of it. But
so you might want to make sure of that because they have some weird ass rules with the World Championships.
Do they?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I read through some of them last night. That's why I just realized how goofy the finals format was. So, yeah, it's interesting that 1 game in the round of 8, 1 game in the round of 4, and then a race to 2. I'm not sure where they found that format anywhere. But with a 9th and 10th frame roll off if you have a tie instead of a 1 ball. But
So let's just quickly confirm. So you're saying your Axiom's your strongest piece.
Yeah, earliest, smoothest ball. Yeah.
So you're going to go with the Axiom, and then you're going to go with what underneath that?
One of the realities.
Okay, so
Tentatively,
probably a regular
probably
reality.
the regular reality for sure. Like say, if the altered one's not in play, then I would probably end up taking that surface down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, and then after that,
After that, it's a Zen Master.
Zen Master. Okay.
I drilled another one that's a little bit weaker to.
So just talk a little bit about how you see the Zen Master off the Axiom for you.
I have changed the surfaces a little bit too, and the Zen Master is pretty early, right out of the box. But I dusted with like 3,000 right off the bat to let it lane shine faster, because the ones I've had I liked more once they got some games on them. They cleared the front of the lane pretty good, and actually became a little more angular once I used them a little bit more. And so the action will have 1,000 with the option to go to 500, and then so the Zen Master, I mean, it has underneath grip, but the top will be 3,000 and be way more in the middle of things, just smooth but not shiny, not polish.
Okay, so Zen Master, and then what underneath that?
If you win, it won't be a bad format. I'm pretty you can overcome bad formats sometimes, but they're still bad formats. It doesn't change it. Or be the benefactor of a bad format. But
so what was going to be your quick and medium ball then?
Synergy, looking at Synergy, Zen, X2, all kind of fit in that quicker middle ball.
Okay.
I actually drilled a Rubicon, which also could fit up there at the top end. It's a little cleaner cover than the reality, but would give you a big core that would get through there a little bit more.
I like the shiny reality play.
Yeah, the ball's been really good. So,
well, I just feel like both of us. I mean, I can remember us both shooting multiple 300s with shiny realities, and being as that
playing pretty far left while doing it, which is
and being as that looks like that's the play. I feel like, I mean, I struck a bunch this weekend with my Rubicon Platinum Ford Edition, but I just feel like in general, I don't know, of all the big balls, I feel like of all the big balls, I feel like the reality is the one that just likes to strike. I mean, I know it sounds like it sounds fun, but it just does. On a side note, did you see Walter Ray troll Belmo?
I did.
Greatest ever.
It made me laugh out loud.
So, for those of you who probably haven't seen it, if you head over to Belmo's Twitter, Belmo posted a video, and he posted it across all social media, but Walter Ray's old enough that he uses Twitter. And Belmo posted, it just hits different, or something like that, right? The trend too. And he shows a video of him throwing a strike. And Walter Ray goes, yeah, I've never seen your ball do that before, Jason. Which I have sympathy for Belmo, because what's he supposed to write?
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop it being really funny.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't stop it being that Belmo might have done the same thing back to him. So, all fair in love and war and ball reviews, but that was really funny.